y'all, it's Shannon from Creative Chaos in Tennessee, and today I am back with Rainbow Crush. So this month's colors are black and white, and I think 75% of the layout has to be that color. It is hosted by Tara, the paper snob. She also has a Facebook community, her YouTube, so definitely go and check her out and check out the playlist of everyone else that's playing along. And I am also combining this with How to Kill a Kit with Style. So I am using the Be Happy collection by Echo Park still, and I'm going to use this stamp set from Close to My Heart. Y'all know I've used this one a lot. It's a favorite. It's called Background Elements. And then I think I've succeeded pretty good in keeping with the black and white. I picked this paper from my stash. I think this one is maybe a Paige Evans collection. I can't remember. And then I have this white shimmer cardstock that's going to go on. I have some black and white flowers that I have stamped out. I have some letters that was left over from me cutting a title, and they say Buzz. And then I thought it would be fun. I created this on Cricut, and hint hint, there will be one up for grabs to win on a Saturday DIY video. But I thought it would be fun to just do the bees in rainbow colors for their stripes, and then have the colorful part here, and then leave everything else white and black, and just that little bitty pop of color. So I had it in my mind, but then I didn't know how I was gonna take, what direction to go with my pictures, but I decided I would do some of my pictures from around my yard. So these are some of my seashell cosmos. They are stunning and I love them. And here's one of my zinnias, and if you look really close you can see it has purple around the center, and then it has yellow and orange, which is really pretty. This is Gumfrina. They kind of look like clovers, but they come in white, purple, pink. They're really pretty and they last forever, and they're beautiful dried flowers. And then this was some of my bee balm at the end. But it looks really neat with the center and stuff. So I did some of those pictures. And then this is going to be a very simple layout. I'm not following a sketch or anything like that. I just kind of had it in my mind how I wanted to do it, especially with the black and white. It took some putting together to figure out exactly what I was gonna do, but I figured it out. So let's work on putting this together. This one is just, as you can tell, the back of a paper pad from Hobby Lobby, but it is shimmery. It's shimmer cardstock. It's really heavy duty, so I thought, why not use it? So gonna glue that on there. And then I do have these two stamp sets out, and I'm just gonna use some intense black and just kind of go down. I kind of know how I'm gonna lay my pictures out. Probably not exact. It's probably not exactly how it's going to go, but hopefully I'll still be able to see it, just to give it a little bit of something extra. I actually did consider doing it in rainbow, like, you know, to go down with the rainbow colors, to just give it a little something. And I thought, no, I really do want to keep it with black and white. It's just different. And I have noticed a trend, and I don't know if anyone else has really noticed it, but in all my searching and looking at layouts and things like that, like on Facebook and Pinterest, Instagram. The tone on tone white is really becoming a thing. Like, it's really becoming a trend here lately. And I don't know if anybody else has noticed it, but I have noticed it. And I really like it. Y'all know I'm a fan of white space. I'm not very good. I'm not very good at actually enacting it and leaving white space. But I've noticed the white on white on white for embellishments and then layouts and all that stuff in general is becoming really popular. So I wanted to just try my hand a little bit with it. So, okay. So now I'm going to let this ink dry because this is on shimmer cardstock and I do not want it to smear. So I'm just going to give this a second because this is just intense black from close to my heart. So once it dries, it's not going to smear all over the place. So I'm going to give this just a minute to dry and I'll be right back. Alright, it's not 100% dry, but I think it's dry enough that we can just go ahead and glue our photos and stuff down if I'm careful. So I'm just going to go like this. And I don't know if I said it, but this, the paper that I went ahead and matted them on is from my collection. Being a little generous with the glue since I'm using, I'm gluing to the shimmer paper because it is a little slick. Okay, so that worked out pretty good. I can still see all my mixed media stuff, stamps. And then my plan is I'm going to put my title down here for Be Colorful. And actually, I feel like I'm up a little bit high on all of this. Because I want to take these letters and kind of do them in a circle going around. And I did smear it a little bit, but it's okay. Like I said, I just had these left over because I messed up. My paper got ate on the Cricut, so I had to recut one of my pages, and these letters were still good, but I didn't need them, so I thought, okay, since I already have them, might as well use them, right? Instead of just tossing them, because that's generally what I would do. I would just toss them, because I'm not going to think to go back for random letters and and use them on another project. So, especially just specific letters that spell something. I'm just trying to lay them out so I can make them look somewhat right. I want it to look like it's in a circle. Maybe this one can go down a little bit. Okay. I feel like that's probably close enough. Let's see. I don't know. It just, this one just don't look right. and then I'll glue those down. I have this already on foam. And I'm going to put this down here. And then I have this little bead that has no color. And then I have my little flowers I can just add in here and there. And then I think I will probably go back and add either some sequins or some buttons or something along those lines to it. But probably in white. I'll have to see what I can find, or maybe even just use silver if I use sequins. Use some silver sequins so that it still doesn't add any extra color, because it's literally just this little pop, and then the pictures are the big pop of color. Alright, so some of these I'm just going to glue down, and then some of them I'm going to pop up on foam. I'm going to try not to hit the buzz, that way I can just glue it down after I'm done, so that y'all don't have to sit here and I don't have to fast forward to glue it all down. And then I have this one, and I think I will add it right here. And then I just have a few little leaves that I can add. And then I have these. And that is pretty much going to be the page. I think it turned out super cute and very colorful. I based this on the V-Day weekend over on the Facebook group. And I hope that you guys have enjoyed this, that it inspires you. Sorry for the glare. And until next time, bye y'all.